Today we're taking a deep dive look at Kevin Spacey, his upbringing, and allegations against him from former child actor Anthony Rapp, among others.
Papa was a neo bad guy from World War II and one hell of a mustachio connoisseur, but can he manage to beat the rap if he did indeed beat it to the rap? Anthony Rapp, that is.
Ooh. You know it. You know us. We like keeping it light and hilarious here at Comedy Drip, so stay tuned. Kevin Spacey takes a stand at his assault trial and reveals his father was a Neapolitan ice cream who called him a faucet, forcing him to hide his sexuality as he denies abusing actor Anthony Rapp at a party when he was 14. What the hell was Kevin Spacey doing at a party when he was 14?
Kevin Spacey? I mean, his father was a Neapolitan ice cream. So, who was a faucet? All right. All right. Let's see. Kevin Spacey took the stand in his assault trial, his no place assault trial Monday, and denied Anthony Rapp's no place assault accusations. He told the court how his father was a white supremacist and a neo bad guy from World War III who called him a bad word. The actor said the abuse made him fiercely protective of his private life. Judge Lewis A. Kaplan threw out Rapp's claim of intentional infliction of emotional distress against Spacey earlier on Monday. Spacey, 63, is being sued by Rapp, 51, over accusations that he no place assaulted Rapp in 1986 when he was 14. Rapp is seeking $40 million for mental and emotional suffering and loss of work. I thought he was on a show for like the last 4 years.
All I know is now I feel like saying, no, don't touch me there. This is my no square.
Yeah, also before we move on, don't forget to check us out over on our Facebook page. Follow our Comedy Drip stuff. We got other things that you can follow us at, like something or other. I don't know.
Like Jack Does Horror,
Yeah.
Jack Franklin Comedy, Bleep Tube, and
like I said, other things
right
possibly.
Now.
Yeah.
Any other thing, check out in the description below.
Yeah, we may or may not put it there.
Never know.
Anyway, Kevin Spacey took the stand in his no place assault trial to reveal his father was a white. I feel like it's safe to call someone a white supremacist on YouTube. Maybe I'm wrong, but hey, I guess let's find out. As he gave an unprecedented view into his private life, the actor said Monday that his father, Thomas Fowler. Wait a minute. You mean Thomas Spacey?
Ooh.
Is it Kevin Fowler?
That's just Kevin Fowler.
Kevin Fowler. Doesn't he sound
Foul behavior.
Doesn't he sound like a nerdy friend on the Wonder Years?
Kevin Fowler.
That Kevin Fowler kid. Oh, he's getting beat up. His father beats him.
You know, I don't know what they mean by like a inside look. Like I remember hearing about Kevin Spacey's dad, like, you know, at least around the 7 when he made 7. I remember that talk about how his dad was a neo-Nazi and abusive and all that. Now, the gay stuff, it wasn't out, but the neo-Nazi stuff was.
I like, and you know, they might
Bleep
even
me on all those.
they might even say in here how he tried to cloud the whole issue of him no place assaulting Anthony Rapp by coming out. You know, like, hey, don't blame me. I'm gay. So
celebrate me.
Yeah. Yeah, he should. I mean, basically, it was like, yeah, give me a pass. The actor said Monday that his father was a neo bad guy from World War II who called him a bad word. I'm thinking 2 A's and 2 R's are what's asterisked out here, and that the abuse made him fiercely protective of his private life. Spacey defended his decision not to come out because his upbringing made him believe you should never, ever, ever talk about anything.
Wah, poor Kevin Fowler. Wah.
Yeah, I mean, also, then shut up, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, now you're like, Yeah,
now that you got to defend yourself. You're gonna start talking.
I guess after being alive for 6 decades plus, that's when you get
stick
bravery.
to your guns, dude. Stick to your guns. He choked up as he said his decision not to reveal. What?
So an actor choking up. I wonder if that was acting lessons.
It wasn't. No. He was trying to put himself in his victim's shoes. He choked up as he said his decision not to reveal his sexuality until he was accused of no place assault in 2017 was to protect the work, referring to his acting career. In the New York City courtroom, Spacey denied the claims by Anthony Rapp that he made a pass at him in 1986 when Rapp was 14. Look at that's Kevin Spacey there. Look at that guy.
Where did they meet each other? Like, besides the party, Kevin Spacey was an actor back then?
At a school he was driving by? I don't know.
Yeah, I was like... I only remember Kevin Spacey from being old. Like, I've never seen him young.
I mean, trying to remember what the earliest thing I remember. Like, there was Swimming with Sharks with Frank Whaley.
See, he looked like at least...
That's 80s. When did this say?
That's 90.
Swimming with Sharks? Sure.
Positive.
I don't know. I feel like he had to be doing something in 86 if he was the lead in a movie in the 90s. Man.
He was doing something, all right.
You know, he obviously worked his way up the ladder pretty quickly.
That's what happens when you're into rap.
Yeah. Spacey won a victory when the judge in the civil case dismissed the claim of intentional infliction of emotional distress, leaving the jury to decide on just one count of battery. Another count of no place assault has already been dismissed. Doesn't look good for Anthony Rapp there.
Yeah, what you
looks
doing,
like
Rapp?
Looks like Spacey's gonna beat the Rapp as we're. We don't have a rim shot sound effect.
Fowler stealing a flower.
Judo chop. Yeah. We're stealing a
Fowler.
He's a defouler.
So you go with Spacey for your stage name? Like, I think you could go with.
No.
That's what you.
He was like, what's the most bad guy from World War II-ish?
Go with Spacey.
Yeah, Spacey. Maybe he was thinking of the future. On the 6th day of the trial, Spacey took the stand wearing a light gray suit and a pink tie. Oh, come on, guy. Just talk about overplaying your hand. After being sworn in under his full name, Kevin Spacey Fowler. Oh, it's his middle name. Like, what?
Or
he was asked by his lawyer. His father named him after the first German astronaut. It was popular in the 30s to 40s. After being sworn in under his full name, Kevin Spacey Fowler, he was asked by his lawyer, Chase Skolnick, if Rapp's claims were correct. Spacey said, I mean, what do you think he said? Like, should I even read it? I'm going to cover it up. Yeah, he said they're not true. Of course he denied it. Why would he not? Skolnick asked if Spacey's attitude towards privacy extended beyond his sexuality, and Spacey said that it did, due to his childhood. He said, I grew up in a very complicated family dynamic. My father was unemployed a great deal of the time, so therefore he was home a lot of the time. My father fell in love with some ideas and people that I believe damaged his mind and sensibility. My father was a white supremacist and a neo-bad guy from World War II. It meant we were forced to listen to hours and hours and hours of lectures about his beliefs and ideas. Spacey said it was these lectures that were the basis of his hatred of bigotry and intolerance. So, you were raised to be bigoted and intolerant, and you overcame that, but you couldn't overcome the gay thing, like coming out as gay, or the onto young boys.
Touching.
I mean, allegedly.
I just want to say with that picture.
First let's roll back up to the dad from the Addams Family.
It looks more like forget supremacist, more like a Super Mario. Look at that mustache.
Yeah, are you sure he wasn't a fascist?
Or a fashionista?
Yeah, why wasn't your dad an actor? Look at that handsome lad. Unemployed. And, maybe he was just turning people off with like, geez, the guy just, a nice guy, good-looking guy, clean guy. We put him out, but he won't shut up about the you-know-whos.
You never believe how he feels about the whole bad guys.
Yeah. Like, do I believe for a second this is the guy that abused Kevin Spacey? That guy doesn't look like he could hurt a fly. He doesn't look like a Paul Haggis.
The size of his ears.
Yeah. Those things are not clipped back. Didn't know a good plastic surgeon.
I'm telling you, though, now that you say that, he does kind of sort of look like Clark Gable. Like, he'd be totally...
Yeah, it was like if Clark Gable and Gomez Addams had a kid. That's Kevin Spacey's dad, dude. No wonder he's messed up.
Look at that dick broom. Are you sure that he wasn't,
Yeah, look at those sharp teeth, though.
I still think he could be Neo.
All right. Kevin Spacey said, I was humiliated and terrified of even considering bringing my friends home to my house because I was afraid of what my friends would say. You were afraid of what your friends would say?
Yeah. Hey, what's that guy?
Like, that's not why I wouldn't bring my friends. That's not who I'm worried about. My best friend was Jewish. Wait, we can say that.
Ooh.
All right. I couldn't bring him to my house. Everything that was happening at the house was something I felt I had to keep to myself, keep private, and never ever talk about anything. See, again, he overcame the other stuff, but the keeping his mouth shut, that was one that he had a hard time letting go of.
Well, when his dad tells him, do not let Barry Goldstein in this house, you listen. You don't let Barry Goldstein in this house.
When he told him, open up, Daddy's got a present for you. Did you keep your mouth shut then?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what's talked about. Spacey told the jury about his early life, being born in New Jersey, then moving to California when he was 3 years old.
Don't you mean Neo Jersey?
Wait. His dad you go from New Jersey, which sucks, and you move out to sunny California, and that's when you start turning into a weirdo. His mother worked as a secretary and was the breadwinner, but they moved 9 or 10 times by the time Spacey was 11. His acting interest was piqued by his mother, who loved music and movies, and introduced Spacey to movie stars of the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. He discovered he had an ear for impressions and said that making his mother laugh was one of the greatest sounds I have ever heard.
He doesn't sound gay at all.
You know what the second greatest sound he ever heard was? No, Mr. Spacey, please. I'm just a 14-year-old boy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly that's the second best noise he ever heard.
He discovered he had an ear for impressions and said that making his mother laugh was one of the... Oh, I already read that. That's how he got Anthony Rapp excused from being at home at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday and out at Spacey's house to party. Hey, Mrs. Rapp. I mean, Mom, this is me, your son Anthony Rapp.
I was thinking that's how he lured Anthony into a room at the party, allegedly. Hey, Anthony, come show me your moves. I'm a girl.
Anthony Rapp is gay, so it would be.
Oh.
Hey, Anthony Rapp, I'm an adorable 14-year-old of equal age as you boy. Don't turn the lights on. Let's see. After being sent to military school, Spacey, he got sent to military school, and it's his dad who was the bad one. I don't hear about them sending good kids to military school. Yeah. Spacey began to take acting workshops, including one with the actor Jack Lemmon, who said his performance was a touch of terrific. Oh, Lemmon, you didn't. You think that's how Spacey got into it?
Wait a minute.
Touch of terrific.
How come? So this is like to defend yourself for a sexual assault. How come it sounded like you're like, I was a young prodigy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, sir, nobody says, look, listen, when I was the best. Jack Lemmon taught me. Yeah. Sir, the question was, did you or did you not touch this boy's beehole?
Yeah. Did you sexually assault Anthony Rapp anally?
No place
I was a great actor, damn it.
Yes. My mom loved me that I could sing and dance.
I can't work like this.
Yeah, Spacey's friend Val Kilmer also pushed him to take up acting. Spacey at it. Spacey said, again, Mr. Spacey, no one's asked you about why you took up acting.
I'm
friends with Val Kilmer.
I know one Val Kilmer.
Which Val Kilmer, infamous Hollywood a-hole.
Well, also, like, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I thought Val Kilmer, and this includes how Val Kilmer looks right now. I would have assumed Val Kilmer is younger than Kevin Spacey, but apparently not.
Yeah, you got me. I mean, he was in Top Gun. That was in the 80s.
Kevin Spacey was in Top Buns. Hey!
They both got cast at the same time for different things.
Well.
After Rapp made his allegations in 2017 in an article for BuzzFeed, Spacey revealed he was gay for the first time. Spacey said he didn't do so sooner because of his childhood. And because of all that poon he was getting.
You're right.
Slaying.
If there's one thing that when I see Kevin Spacey, the one thing that I see is a guy who could totally slay poon.
He was all like, ladies, you want to come on my yacht?
You know, growing up though, any gay kid I knew always had hot chicks for friends.
See?
Just saying.
See?
So yeah. You see how these parts work. Oh yeah.
Spacey said, I grew up in a situation as a child where I wasn't comfortable talking about these things. My father used to yell at me about the idea I might be gay because I was interested in the theater. That's how it all starts. My father used to scream at me, don't be a F word. That is very derogatory to say. That is very derogatory to the gay community. Oh, Mr. Spacey. Again, nobody asked you to tell us about if the F word is derogatory to the gay community.
We asked if you received fellatio from Anthony Rapp when he was 14. Not the community.
It was very disturbing for me because I was beginning to discover my own sexuality. Again, Mr. Spacey, please. I think I had a degree of shame, but I also think I wanted people to remember the characters I was playing and not to know too much about me.
We're finding out about you now. You're really self-centered.
Mr. Spacey, can we please bring it back to the question? I know Val Kilmer.
Do you think when he was getting ready for, before he went to court, like he woke up his alarm and then he was like, action, and then goes into the courtroom? Because it seems like he's really into this whole, like, this is about me.
Yeah, he just paused right outside the court doors. It was like,
give him a show.
That's my reasoning. I was protecting the work. He was protecting the work, Jack. Case closed.
Yeah.
Spacey held back his tears when asked about the part of the article which calls him a fraud for concealing his sexuality. He also smelled heavily of onions this day in court.
What smells like onions, bourbon, and ass? Kevin Fowler Spacey.
Like his hands were coated in Vaseline. Spacey said, I have listened to so many LGBTQ leaders who say to have empathy and to have understanding and compassion for everyone's process of coming out, and I think that to call someone a fraud is, I guess, to think they're living a lie. I wasn't living a lie. I was just reluctant to talk about my personal life. Because he didn't want to have to lie about, poking 14-year-olds in places he shouldn't be pressing.
You know what? I should have saw this coming when he ate that banana in K-Pax. I was like, oh.
K-Pax tells all.
Yep.
The K is for Kevin.
Taxes for penis, allegedly.
Yeah. According to Spacey, he had relationships with women which were meaningful to him, just as Rapp, who is gay, had as well. Spacey said, I don't see. Just bringing that back around. Chicks. Yeah.
There you go.
Spacey said, I don't know on what basis he, Rapp, was saying I was a fraud. He was clearly very angry I wasn't out. It was my choice, even though politically it's not something that you might agree with. You respect it's a very difficult process. It was those two U's together were hard for me to process. It was very difficult for me. And me too. When rumors began about Spacey, he was already very well known. He told the jury he had to think about coming out and the consequences of that. I mean, seriously, it had only been like 30 years since Ellen had done it.
Well, obviously, when it's 2017, that's the worst time to come out of the closet. No,
he was just he was thinking about George Floyd 3 years in the future. He was like, I want to be respectful.
What a good guy.
Spacey denied a claim by a previous witness named Andrew Holtzman that he thrust
a
certain portion of his person into Andrew's body while Andrew was working at the New York Public Theater in 1981.
Want to be a star?
He had done so the whole theater would have heard Holtzman screaming. Had he done so, the whole theater would have heard Holtzman screaming, Spacey said.
So Kevin is still bragging about himself. Jack Lemmon, the whole thing, that was like, if I stuck my penis in his ass, the whole theater would know. Okay? Boom.
Sorry. There's some more editing work for you.
Sorry. What, we can't say that on YouTube? Sorry.
Well, we can. Spacey said at the time the BuzzFeed article came out in 2017. Hollywood 2017. Spacey said that at the I can't read right now. Spacey said that at the time the BuzzFeed article came out in 2017 Hollywood, society was reeling from the Me Too movement. Yeah, that's why
this happened.
Yeah, it was like, hey, this is a good time to start taking down people who were hurting people. And that's where you fit in. To you, it was bad time. To Anthony Rapp, it was the perfect time. Spacey said, there had just been a series of accusations made against Harvey Weinstein, good friend of mine, that were devastating and frightening a lot of people. The women who came forward to describe what happened to them had shown enormous bravery.
Oh,
Those ones showed bravery. The ones accusing me, skunks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the entertainment industry was very nervous, and I think there was a lot of fear in the air about who was going to be next. It was you. He was just all like, next one. Go ahead, skip me. There was PR at the time. Spacey was sent a request for a comment by BuzzFeed journalist Adam Very. Spacey said, I was shocked. I was frightened. I was confused. Mr. Spacey, please answer the questions.
Kind of like Anthony Rapp was when he was 14.
Yeah, Mr. Holtzman, when you were pressing your part into him.
It's Kevin. No Spacey between us.
Yeah, the email did not mention specific locations, and Spacey was unable to figure out where it could have happened. There were so many. I can't think of where.
What house party was I at?
Only the next day, once the article had been published, did Spacey put out a comment saying that if the incident happened, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior.
Mr. Spacey, we didn't even bring up alcohol.
But Spacey told the court that he now regretted that apology. He said, I was encouraged to apologize. I've learned a lesson, which is you never apologize for something that you didn't do. Ha! Gotcha.
Because he apologized.
Yeah. Columbo. Yeah, one more thing, Mr. Spacey. You mentioned that you never apologize for something you didn't do, huh? Spacey said that he had never been alone with Rapp, and he didn't know how that could possibly be true. So is Rapp protecting someone else? It's true love. Gary Coleman.
It was 86. Feldman?
Yeah, Feldman was hanging out with monkeys.
Nice.
Cute, adorable. Theme park. You know, he got fired. Or no, not fired. Was it Joe Dante? Joe Dante was like, who he directed The Burbs, right? Yeah, he got so mad because the Bobo would just like tear up the trailer and stuff, like completely destroyed like the trailer that they had for him, because he was just like brought him into work every day. Which, I mean, if you had access to hanging out with the chimpanzee, why would you pass that up, man?
Yeah, if your choice is chimpanzee or Bruce Dern, you go chimpanzee.
Especially if it's helping you cope with, all the poking you don't want that you're getting.
Need a pop.
I should have queued up some Feldman. We'll have to do an episode on him one day. He's a fun guy. Not an episode like this, hopefully something fun. Just I want to expose everybody to the beautiful music that man makes. He touches me in my soul. Anyway, back to the story. He said, with tears in his eyes, Spacey said that his team of advisors and publicists knew this wasn't me. He said, I was never interested in children. Spacey became the most emotional when talking about his decision to come out as gay. I feel like that I was never interested. That's where I would be most emotional. If I if I was going to be emotional about it, that's where I would be emotional. Not at the coming out as gay part. It was like,
the fact that I'm not the children.
You know what the hardest part about all of this has been? Coming out as gay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's of all the things going on here, the most stigmatized thing is to be gay, is to be known as gay. All the other stuff I can deal with.
There's nothing harder in the 21st century than being a gay man in Hollywood.
Is Kevin Spacey homophobic? What? I think we just came away with the hot take of the day, baby. We also need a hot take button. Hot take, hot take, hot take. All right, I lost my space. Let's see.
You lost your Spacey.
Yes, lost my Spacey. Spacey became the most emotional when talking about his decision to come out as gay in a statement responding to Rapp's allegations. Addressing the court, Spacey said he wanted to do something positive and said that maybe I could finally put the question of my sexuality behind me. Spacey said, but it was not greeted that way. I was accused by the gay community of trying to change the subject or trying to deflect or conflating allegations with being gay, which was never my intention.
How could somebody say that?
This thing, look, I was just trying to say I was gay because I was trying to inextricably link the two things, not because I didn't want you to think about the others. I wanted you to know how seriously I took the allegations. Spacey dabbed his eyes with a tissue as he said, I would never have done anything to hurt the gay community, and I was so upset that happened. That they called you out. That they called you out? Like, come on, guys, you're not supposed to call me out. That's making me upset. I have to own that. It's my responsibility, and I put it out there. It was really wrong, and it was really bad, and I'm deeply sorry. Bowing his head as he cried. Who's that? Who's that guy you hanging out with there? That's a clean cut. Look at that character witness right there.
All I gotta say is he knows that it's like he
Chris,
knows.
You know what this is?
Who?
Well, I know these guys are on a certain flight plan for a certain plane owned by a certain individual who didn't off himself.
All I'm saying is he's clearly been caught being very straight, and I think he knows something about Kevin in that picture.
But yeah, I mean, he's got his little camera out, and then he's looking at the photographer taking his picture. You can see him. He's looking at you right now. He's looking right at you. What's up, dude? How old are you?
What, you one of those gay guys? Want to have sex?
Oh, yeah. On a trip to Africa was a host of celebrities, including shamed actor Kevin Spacey, comedian Chris Tucker, and Bill Clinton, who all traveled there on Epstein's Lolita Express in 2002. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. It was saying that the Boeing 727 is a plane that is used by like CIA, Black Ops and stuff because it has like a compartment that you can put things in that can be ejected out of the plane. So like as you're flying over the ocean, you can dump stuff out, you know? What would you need something like that for? And the Lolita Express. Pooping?
Something like that.
Maybe. Spacey told the jury that he feared the story would aid conspiracy theorists who had already linked him to the late Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think it was the conspiracy theorists that linked him to the late Jeffrey Epstein. I think it was the physical proximity link, the personal relationship link. I think those are the links that link Kevin Spacey to Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong. Am I looking? You think no?
I don't think so.
Okay. Just check it.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I think Kevin Spacey is grasping at straws.
Spacey flew on Epstein's private jet in 2002 on a trip to Africa with Bill Clinton along with comedian Chris Tucker. According to Spacey, there were a number of people on Twitter who were accusing me of being a because I flew to South Africa on a trip with President Clinton to raise money for AIDS, and in particular, mothers with AIDS. I don't think we can say the P word either. I don't think they like that. It's not, if they, it doesn't matter if we're demonetized right now.
Why don't we just call it
now we have 0 views and 0 subscribers, so bleh.
Call it file. We'll be safe with that. It's cute.
Yes. I don't. Are you just putting a different, accenting an inflection?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Tricking that algorithm.
He said the plane was donated by a man named Jeff something. Epstein. Jeff Epstein, something like that. The guy just and I was now being talked about as if I knew this Jeff guy, whoever he was, and if as if I was some important and powerful friend of his. Yeah, I don't even know Jeff. Did you say Jeef? I don't know a Jeef.
Yeah, Jiffy. Jiffy Lube.
We didn't. No, Mr. Spacey. We didn't say Jeef Eccleston. You heard what we said. Jorp? I don't know any Jorp. Spacey had also been accused of going to Epstein's private island in the Caribbean, which he told the jury was known as Island. Don't know how you knew that, Spacey.
I would personally nicknamed a Pita Pit. Just saying.
Well, it's true I met this Jeff guy on that trip. I never saw him again, and I definitely never went to Island. I mean, some island that he might own. Well, it's Spacey said he had also been linked to the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, whose followers believe there is a child ring being run out of a pizza parlor in Washington. Now, see, that feels like that's the part where you sprinkle in the thing that everybody knows is like mostly bull east, right? So to try and confuse everything else.
Gotcha.
He said they believe that because you're bringing in other people. Oh, I bet Anthony Rapp, was Hillary Clinton and Anderson Cooper there? Oh, were we eating babies at this time that I was supposedly poking? No, you were just putting your wiener in it. Oh, that's crazy Pizzagate conspiracy. All the way back to 1986.
Look at all these little sausages on my pizza.
With a laugh, Spacey said the idea was completely false, but he feared Rapp's allegation, giving his age, could add fuel to those already crazy ideas that were out there. With a laugh, ha! Those are completely false.
Pizza for all.
Earlier, the court heard from John Barrowman, the star of the BBC TV series Torchwood, a spin-off from Doctor Who. Are you sure that guy wasn't from the Goonies? Look at them eyeballs there. And is that the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz? What kind of clown show is that?
Looks like Ray Wise.
Earlier, the court... Oh, I already said that. He said that he visited Rapp in New York a week before the alleged incident and told the jury that all 3 of them went back to Spacey's apartment for a night out. Barrowman, who was 19 at the time, told the jury that while Rapp was in the bathroom, Spacey playfully pushed him onto the bed with his arm, so they were lying next to each other. Barrowman said, he leaned to the side to talk to me with his arm on top of me. It didn't affect me in a bad way. I didn't feel threatened. But Barrowman knew it probably wasn't the best situation to be in because of Rapp's age, so he pushed the arm off and they both got up. Barrowman said, I was a big enough boy that I already knew I was gay. Imagine he would just said that very John Wayne-like. I already knew I was gay. I wasn't threatening this guy's British, by the way. I wasn't threatened and was actually, to be honest, quite flattered that an older man was taking any interest in me. I wasn't underage, but Anthony was the age he was, and I didn't want him to be in that situation. Sounds like a nice guy. Good old Texas boy. Barrowman added he felt protective towards Rapp as they grew up in the same suburb of Illinois and acted together in high school. Yeah, he's British Chicago man. The court was shown messages between Barrowman and Rapp in 2017 when Rapp went public. 2020, Barrowman heard Rapp had sued Spacey and messaged him, "If you need me, I will stand for you in court." He knew you were a minor. He knew what he was doing. Heard it right there, guys. Right there. Barrowman. No idea who that is. Oh, I think I know who it is. He was the gay guy on Doctor Who. And dude, like, you know what I'm talking.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You're right. Like a
big Doctor Who fan. Big Doctor. Rapp was performing in Precious Sons on Broadway in 1986 at 14 when he met Spacey, then 26. Rapp testified that he was watching television on a bed in Spacey's apartment after a party when a fully clothed Spacey entered the room, lifted him up like a groom carries a bride, laid him across the bed, and climbed partially on top of him. Rapp said he wriggled free and briefly went into a bathroom before fleeing the apartment, but not before Spacey followed him to the door and asked if he was sure he wanted to leave. Rapp, an actor who appears in the TV series Star Trek Discovery and was in the original cast of hit Broadway musical Rent, is seeking $40 million from Spacey in damages in the civil case. The trial is the first time a jury will decide on allegations against Spacey, which were first made in the media by Rapp in 2017. Wait a minute. So wait, did he say that nothing happened here?
That's what I heard. They hear like, I mean, I heard uncomfortable.
Man, if he's got the Alex Jones judge, this dude just made $1 billion, yo. Whoop, whoop.
Or Rapp.
Who's that?
Rapp?
Yeah, I'm saying if he had the Alex Jones judge, he could get $1 billion.
Oh.
Billion. OJ only had to pay like $35 million. He murdered people, allegedly. The trial is the first time a jury will decide on allegations against Spacey, which were first made by Rapp in the media in 2017. As a result, Spacey was fired from the Netflix series House of Cards, and his legacy as the Oscar-winning star of films like American Beauty and The Usual Suspects has been stained. I don't know, Usual Suspects is still good.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I don't really care about American Beauty. I do like to. Sometimes it comes up because of the meminess of it, you know.
Mm.
So I'll give it that. Rapp originally sued Spacey in September 2020 for battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and no place assault. The no place assault claim was dismissed in June because it was beyond the statute of limitations. Dude, statues only stay high for so long, bro. In a statement made on Twitter after Rapp first made his claims, he said that if the incident did happen, then I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior. That part was already in there, like a couple paragraphs up. The case was brought through the law that temporarily lifted the statute of limitations on no place crimes that allowed Virginia Roberts to bring a now settled case against Britain's Prince Andrew earlier this year. Yeah. That another friend of Spacey's? Probably. They both knew the same guy. Flew on his plane a lot. Another individual identified only as CD had also, from Walker, Texas Ranger.
CD. Not CB.
What? CD. CD. Oh, had also sued Spacey and also claimed he was no place assaulted by the actor in the early 1980s when he was 14. CD claimed he first met Spacey when he was 12 and he was teaching a course in Westchester County outside of New York. And CD was a student. If you guys are playing this on 1.5 speed, good luck with that. Spacey invited CD to his apartment where he'd engaged in acts, including performing some kind of intercourse. not the front kind, and also the front top kind, the back kind, and the front top kind. CD's case was thrown out in June last year after he refused to use his real name during court proceedings. Charlie Day.
Charlie Daniels.
The devil went down to Georgia indeed.
Ooh.
Judge Lewis Kaplan ruled that the threat of significant media attention, however, exacerbated by the modern era, alone does not entitle a plaintiff to the exceptional remedy of anonymity. The case is far from the only claims against Spacey.
Arson Lee?
Oh, dude, probably. He due to face a criminal trial next year in London on 5 charges of known to place assault against 3 men dating back 17 years while he was artistic director of the Old Vic Theatre. Once that is concluded, he faces a separate UK trial at the High Court in a lawsuit brought by one accuser seeking hundreds of thousands of pounds for psychiatric damage. Born in New Jersey in 1959, Spacey studied in New York's prestigious Juilliard School and made his professional stage debut in 1981. Oh, he won a Best Supporting Actor and all this other stuff. He was accused of raping an 18-year-old at a bar in Massachusetts in 2016, but the case was dropped when the accuser refused to testify about a missing phone. Okay. In August, a judge in the U.S. ruled he must pay $31 million to MRC, the producers of House of Cards, for his firing in 2017. Ouch. Among the roles taken away from Spacey was oil tycoon J. Paul Getty and Ridley Scott's All the Money in the World, which was reshot using Christopher Plummer. Dude, Ridley Scott is really old. I hope he's still got another 20 years of movie making in him.
Make him like 100 plus.
Yeah, see a whole other reboot of Aliens, right? A Netflix biopic of Gordy Vidal starring Spacey has been permanently shelved. Trial comes on the 5th anniversary of the Me Too movement at a time when its momentum appears to be stalling after Johnny Depp's defeat of Amber Heard in the defamation case earlier this year. Harvey Weinstein is due to go on trial in Los Angeles later this month for and no place assault allegations. I said and then I said no place assault.
Yeah.
He was jailed for 23 years in 2020 for similar crimes. Really? Guess I didn't pay attention. Had no F's left to give after shortly after this all started in 2017. But all right, that wraps that part up. But there is one more bit. CD. It was CD, dude. Main screen. No. This screen. CD. Bam. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Okay.
And that is the end episode, I guess. All right. So.
Shout out to Clarence Gilliard.
Yeah. Shout out to Walker, Texas Ranger. Trevette. Walker, CD, what was the chick's name?
Oh, Alex.
I
only know Judson Mills and Mia Peebles. The real names.
The eagle that's always as the sun beats down.
Aaron Norris, the best director
Aaron
ever.
Norris, yes. I believe that's the son of Chuck.
Damn.
Yes. The new cast that they got in right before they canceled the show the first time.
Already gave him a shout out.
Jared Padalecki from New Walker on CW, and whoever is on the prequel spinoff.
Wait. He's missing a mid. Also shout out to Trent and Sandoval. They were before the newest cast.
Yeah.